Hi guys, in my last video I showed you how to download White Rabbit CAD. In this video I'm going to be taking you through the CAD pattern drafting tools of White Rabbit CAD. White Rabbit CAD is a really simple to use CAD pattern drafting software. CAD stands for Computer Aided Design. If you are new to my channel, in my channel I take you by the hand and show you how to transform from manual pattern drafting to digital pattern drafting. And I discovered this CAD pattern drafting software online, and it looks very, very easy to use. As long as you can draft patterns manually, this will be a breeze for you. It's quite easy. The only drawback is that it is a paid software. But in this, if that is what interests you, then stay tuned and let me take you through this. The very first thing I want you to notice about White Rabbit CAD is the simple interface. Just looking at it, it's just looking very simple. There are some softwares that once you open it, in fact, they will look so complicated you wouldn't even want to go near it. As you can see, you have here the basic things that you can look for. You have your file here where you can open any recent thing that you just finished, where you can what import in a PDF or import in an SVG file. This is where you can save. So essentially, this is very easy and self-explanatory. This is where you export your patterns as a PDF. Coming to edit, if you click on it, this is where you can cut, copy, paste, undo, redo, clear. This undo and redo is very important in case you make a mistake in your patterns and you want to do that. Now, this view is to actually show you colors. If you want to use this Bezier, is it Bezier or Bezier? Bezier curve. All these curves that you use to do armpit curve or trouser crotch curves, or you want to draw your neck curve and all that. Maybe you want to change it into colors. You can use this place. And then settings has to do with fractions. If you want to do a kind of a, maybe you want to create a fraction of an inch. Let's say you just want to create a fraction of an inch seam allowance. You can just come here straight and create it from here. Or you're measuring a particular section of your pattern and you want to create something like 4 1/4, 4 1/6. You can just put in the 4 and then come in here and click on whatever fraction that you want. Makes life very simple. You don't need to go and be cracking your head. What is 1/6? What is 1/4? You just come in there and do that. These elements, I have not actually used it, so I'm yet to know what it is for. Maybe as I continue to use it, I will know what to use it for. Tables, you have size charts. That means you can use size charts here, especially if you want to, make patterns that you want to sell in different sizes. You have some size charts here. If you click on it, it will show you charts. See size charts of different sizes here. So let's say you want to create custom patterns. You can just come up here and then use all these sizes to create your patterns without cracking your head. The size chart is there. So if you want to create anything, maybe you want to create three sizes, maybe size 10, 12, and 14, you can just come here and just use this and create it. These are custom standard sizes that you can use to create your patterns. It's already there. Everything you need to create patterns is already there, measured and all that. So you can use it. You can also use it to practice. You know, as I told you, this particular software is a paid software and is not that cheap. I think it's about 20 something euro a month, you know, but it's affordable to some people. Considering how easy it is to use, it's something I'm even saving up to be able to pay for. If I can pay for it for 1 year, I love it. It's simple to use. But the good thing is that you can use it It's just that you cannot download whatever you create and you cannot save whatever you create. Those are just the two disadvantages of the free version of using it. But at least you can use it, try your hands on it for a long time to see if it is something that you know you would like to use. So that's it on tables and generic tables. Okay, name of table, column, this. If you want to create your own tables, maybe you want to put the sizes, your own size, sizes of your customers, so you have it there intact, you know, so that if your customer wants a particular pattern, you already have the tables of those patterns. So you can create your own genetic tables or generic tables right there. Now, coming to help, this is very important because this is where you see all the video tutorials on how to use every single pattern drafting tool. Drawing of lines, under that you see some subsections here. Drawing of lines, shift, lock line, snap. How you're supposed to do it to snap, click lines with X and Y. Everything you need is here. Is here. And I love it because you see some sub headings, which like how to draw notches, notches and patterns, notches and pattern pieces with seam allowances, notches, changing styles. If you click on it, it will show you a short video of how to do these things. It is so amazing. So you don't even need me to talk too much. If you want to learn anything, click on it. It shows you straight to the point, short videos on how you can do what it is talking about. You know, this is how to create notches. You know the way you create notches when you do your patterns, so that you know where the back one will fit the back part, you know where the front part of the arm will fit the front part of the armhole of the dress. That is it. It's showing you how to do notches. Very simple. So that is the importance of this help. You also have an online manual that you can actually click and it comes out. So you can even read it if you want. See it here. I normally carry it on my phone and I read it. I read it, getting used to all the pattern drafting tools and how to use them. It also has some short videos here, as you can see. There are some short videos that shows you how to do any simple thing. And the good thing is that they actually show you the mouse, the particular mouse to click to get these things done. What to click on your computer, where to click on your mouse to actually get what you want. You know, it's amazing. I've not seen this. I'm so excited over this. Honestly, it's so amazing. So amazing. It's so amazing. So this is a manual that you can copy the link, maybe put it on your computer. Then maybe if you're just somewhere waiting for a meeting or something, you can just be going through it and be looking at it and see how you can use each of these tools to do your pattern drafting. But they are easy to use, believe me. When I start showing you how to draft, at least we'll start with something as simple as a basic, but this you see how easy it is to use it. So that is it about this particular menu. Let's go to this one. This is where you do all your drafting. It has 4 columns here. Drawing has to do with when you actually start doing the patterns. When you use lines, if you click on line here and you come here, you can draw a line just like that. Very simple. You know, you can undo it here. The line is gone. You want to do a bezier. If you click bezier, if you see here, it shows you once you click anything here, it activates other things you can use. You can use different kinds of ways to draw a bezier line. Bezier line, like let's say we used to this cubic. If you draw that, you can now adjust it anyhow you want. It comes with all this that you can adjust. So it's very good to use it for the neck. You can use it for the armhole. You can use it for your trouser crotch and anything that has that, you can just adjust it anyhow you want to get the curve that you want. So let's undo that. And of course, shapes. Let's undo everything. Of course, these shapes, you can get your round, whatever shapes you want. You want a circle shape, you want a rectangular shape. If you click rectangular shape, you just come and you draw a rectangular shape. Especially maybe if you want to do a back and front on one place. You do a rectangle, and once you draw it, it will be showing you the width and the length. So whatever width you want, let's say you want a blouse and you want the length to be from shoulder to your hips, high hip, and then maybe this is just your front, shoulder to shoulder, or your hip circumference divided by 2. If you want to do something like that, maybe you want to do the front and back pattern on one piece. So you just draw your rectangle and then you start your drafting. Very, very easy. So let's undo that. So the arc, that comes in whenever you're doing some pattern drafting. The notches, I've already shown you a short film on how you can do your notches. Text is when you want to write text on your sections of your pattern. Maybe you want to write things like front piece, back piece, and all that. So let's say you have a pattern. Let me see. Let me do a line. Let me just do something fast now. Do a line here. Do another line here. Line here. Maybe do a line here. Do another line here. Do another line here. Do something here. Okay, so let's say I'll just do a brazier here to curve this. I'll just do that to here, and then I'll just curve it like so. You see how easy it is to use this thing? How long did it take me to just do this? It didn't take long. It's very easy to use. So let's say I just want to write something here like chest line. I will just come here to text, and I will just come here and I'll just put the chest line. So you know that it is a chest line. And then you can change it. You want it to be italics, you can, or you want it to be bold, whatever you want it to be, you can do that. You know. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Now let me undo all that. So coming to move this, is it move or move point? Coming to move point. See this, you can use this a lot, especially when we start drafting. The White Rabbit CAD comes with templates, comes with its own templates, and that is what we are going to use when we are going to do a basic body block. Comes with basic body block templates that you can use. And that is how you can move, see, you can move dots for it to form your own size. Maybe you do a particular size for somebody and you don't want to go and start afresh. You can just move it. Just move it, move the dots a little to maybe to form your bust area, move things around, you know, to form to get to your own size instead of having to do it all over again. Then this subdivide is very important. If I click on it, I'll just come to this place and click on it. You see, it gives you a blue and a red line. And if you come up here, you see this blue and you see this pink. It's not red, pink line. So you can now click on this. Once you click on it, that means whatever distance you're going to put here is going to be from here. So let's say I put in something like 8 centimeters. Let me remove these zeros. I put in something like 8 centimeters and I enter. Then I come here and click this. So that's from here to here now is 8 centimeters. So that's how you just segment it. You know, like when you're drafting on your pattern, when you draw your line, and then you draw your neckline, you draw your chest line, you draw your bust line, you draw your waistline, you draw your hip line, things like that. So you use this to subdivide it. Let's say this is your pattern paper. You now use this to be subdividing it. So that's all. Now, trim and extend is when you want to join two lines that are not at the same place. For instance, if I do this, no, let me draw a line here first for you to be able to understand it. Let me draw a line here. So let's say I want this line now and this line to be the same. Let me undo. So if I come to trim and extend, if I click on this and I click on this, you see, it extends to meet that line. So if you want two lines to meet, that is the particular tool that you use. And of course, rotate is self-explanatory. You can rotate anything the way you want. Then you can clone something. I can clone this and make it just reproduce this to make it two. You know, some styles you might need to use the two to create some styles. You need to use the font and this thing. I've not used it before, but I can just try it. Okay, first I think I have to draw a line here. Let me do this. Number three, and then select, and then I'll clone it. Um, Let me do paste in place. Okay. Essentially, is to just clone what you've already done. I'm yet to use it, but I'm sure it's something that I can use. That is it. Now, another very interesting thing is a ruler. You have your ruler. If I want to know how long this place is, whether it's up to my waist level, just click on the ruler, bring it here, and then draw it. And once you draw it, you see the length right here. It's exactly like using manual manual to create your patterns. It's as simple as that. So that is for the drawing. Now in the next section, let's go to the patterns. Now let's go to patterns. Once you come to patterns, you still can use all these things on your patterns. You can use your tape, you can use your darts. Finishing, you use it when you're done with your patterns and see all the things that you can use. The reason it's not highlighted is because I do not have a real pattern, a closed form real pattern here, so it's not highlighted. Once you have a real pattern, it's highlighted. Let me show you. If we go here to File and you go to Open, now you get this. Once you download White Rabbit CAD, you're going to get this sample basic body block right here once you download it. So once we have it, this is what it looks like. As you can see now, the whole place is highlighted because there's now a real pattern there. So this is what you can do. You can put in buttons to your style, put where your buttonholes can be, grain line, where your labeling is. You can even put where you want images to, and then the texture of the cloth you're going to use for the pattern. So these are all the textures. You can choose them here, whatever you're going to use for your pattern. And then you have your seam allowance here. You have truing of your darts here and all that. If you go here, you can get these bodies. Now, if I want to, expand it. You can see it there. The basic bodies. With these basic bodies, you can do a lot. You can convert it to your own size, by using what I first showed you here. This tape, just measure the bust, measure the waist, measure the shoulder, and just adjust it using this move point to your own size. Then from there, you can adjust it to do whatever you want. So when it comes to, I think we've talked about finishing, all the things you need to do that has to do with finishing. Then you come to printing. You can print it and it actually shows you how it's going to be lying down on your A4. This is what you're going to get. That is how it's going to print out on A4 and its actual size. So that means when you print it out, it will be the actual size that you created it. Then print all pages. Then you can print it as PDF. If you want to print it as any other thing, as meshed PDFs, you can also print it like a meshed PDF, you know, especially if you want to send it to somebody. Maybe somebody contacted you to do their patterns for them. You can print it as a meshed PDF. But as I said, I can't print anything now, you know, because I am not on the paid version. Just for you to know the most amazing things you can do with this one. So as you can see here, once you click on their ready-made pattern piece that comes with it, you see all the patterns already here. If I make any kind of adjustment here now, it will show. Like this is the back, no, this is the front. So if I make any kind of adjustment now, let me reduce it. Let me go to maybe this dot. Let me do a little adjustment here. Just take this one here. And maybe shift, no, let me shift it a little bit to here. So I've done an adjustment. I've shifted the dot from here to here. You see that it is reflected here already. I don't need to go and do anything else. It is already here. So what I can do now, I can just click here and I can just say it should, um, where is it? Add to sheet. Thus I can send it to another sheet where I can continue to work on it. If I click add to sheet, to ask me on this current sheet, I should put a new sheet. I'll just create a new sheet and that's it. It's on a new sheet and I continue to work with it. I can do my DATs anyhow I want. I want to divide it to several kinds of DATs. If I want to reduce it, I'll do a separate video on that manipulation using this White Rabbit CAD. And you can see all the kind of styles that you can create with this. This video is already long, but I am sure you have a good idea of what this can do for you. I have shown you how to use most of the pattern drafting tools on White Rabbit CAD pattern drafting software. So go ahead, if you've not downloaded it, watch my video, my first video on how to download and install it, and then you can begin to play around with it. And you see how easy and amazing White Rabbit CAD is for the beginner and for the home sewer. If you're enjoying this video, remember to subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell, and remember to give me a thumbs up. I'm teaching you things that people will charge you to teach you. So all I ask is that you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching till my next video.